What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another build with Darkel Lux. I'm your boy Darkel. Today on the bench, we have a similar but different watch. It is very familiar. It is called the D2 Daily, which stands for Darkel 2 Daily. Y'all know, wrist check. I'm wearing the Darkel. Y'all know this is one. This is my favorite watch. I know this is the second one I've built because the first one I sold it. Some guy wanted it. I sold it, and I love this watch. This is a 43 millimeter deep set case. It is heavy, it is thick. It lets you know I'm here, and it is a beautiful, beautiful build with these straps. Y'all know that I love my Darkel, but I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of big. Sometimes it gets heavy, and I've been wearing the Clásicos my everyday. I like the 40 millimeter range around there, so I got a 40 millimeter case, a Miyota case, our first Miyota build, a Miyota 40 millimeter case, a Miyota dial 28.5 with our logo on it, and we have the same exact bezel insert just for a 40 millimeter case for the D2 Daily. It's basically gonna be a baby version of the Darkel. I'm gonna pair it with a beautiful, gorgeous leather strap that I've already had, that I've used on other of my builds, and that's gonna be the new home for that watch. If it's raining, I'm wearing El Clásico. If it's nice outside, I'm wearing the D2 Daily. That's just how it's gonna go. All right, guys, enough rambling. We're gonna hit the bench and let's get this put together. The D2 Daily, here we go. All right. Welcome back to the bench, everyone. Let's put on these finger killers. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna get put together. D2 Daily. I already know D2 Daily stands for Darkel 2, the Daily. This is basically gonna be same kind of build as the Darkel. The bezel insert is the same bezel insert, it's just a smaller size. This is a 38 millimeter diameter bezel insert for a 40 millimeter case, whereas the Darkel has a 40 millimeter bezel insert for a 43 millimeter case. And I want one that's, I like wearing 40 millimeter cases. That's the thing. I actually have one coming that's a 38 millimeter case. It's going to be called the Capitan, which I'm going to make a GMT with the same exact same bezel insert, but for GMT. It's the bezel insert that I like. That's like my thing with the red triangle, which is this one right here, guys. Let me pop it out of here. To me, this is my favorite bezel insert right here. This is gonna be like my mark, the bezel insert that I use. Yeah, I know I'm rocking the Darkel. Y'all can see right here, wrist check. Yeah, I know I'm always rocking the Darkel. That's just the watch I like. So you see the bezel insert is the same. It's just smaller version. This case is a Miyota case. It is a lot slimmer, a lot slimmer. You know what I'm saying? For a day, it's gonna be a daily user. Give you guys a preview. So basically, that's what we're gonna be looking at. Basically the same watch, is smaller, but this is gonna be ran with a Miyota 8215 is what we're gonna be using for this build. Here are the hands right here. The hands were all silver. Let me see if I can take this off without it falling everywhere. But I'll show you through the glass. So the hands are all silver, but the second hand, what I did was that I literally painted the second hand red. Well, the tip of it and the centerpiece only, I painted red. I don't know if the camera can show it there, because I wanted to have some red. And I didn't have a red Miyota hand, so I should have ordered a red one, but I painted it red myself, and it came out good. So that works. So those are the hands. Again, here's a Miyota movement right here. This is the Miyota movement right here. Let's do a function test on camera. So right here, that's on. Is the first setting. See, the date works fine. And the Miyota movement, it whirls this way. Let me just confirm. It's not like an NH35. Yeah. We want to go this way to make sure the date changes over. So let's go ahead and switch that over to 12 o'clock. This is my first Miyota. There we go. This is my first Miyota movement. I've never done a Miyota 8215. I did order one in the past, and it was bootlegged. If you guys flip this around, hopefully the camera can catch it. You guys can see that it says right there, Miyota, Miyota CCW. The one that I ordered did not have that on there. And this is an original Miyota, guys. This was not This one's not a bootleg. This is a nice one. The Miyota movement is a little bit more complicated. Now, this case is a 40 millimeter case. It is for Miyota, so it's slimmer. I don't need to use a special ring or nothing. This is not an NH35 case. This is a Miyota case, so it's just go straight in there. It's got nice bezel. I love bezels like this. It's not too tight. It's not soft. It's just right. Very audible. I love that. So this Miyota case, 40 millimeter, we're gonna put it right there. Screw down crown. You know, here's the back case. We're gonna go with a solid back case. The dial. This is a Miyota dial as well. This is not an NH35 dial. This is a Miyota dial. Basically, it just says, you know, automatic water resistance. I think it says 200 meter or 100 meter, 200 or something like that. But there it is. This is the dial right here. It got my logo on there. It is for Miyota. It's got 2 feet. I've already cut the other 2 feet off there, so this has a thing. Now this Miyota comes with this little thing right here, guys. If you guys never built a Miyota, well, I'll be glad to show you guys. I had to actually look at videos. I didn't know where that went. So this actually goes. This actually gets placed on, well, at least the guy that I saw, it gets placed on here before you even put it on the thing. It's a spacer between the dial and the movement to keep it off the date wheel. And then if you guys look closely right here, there's, let me see if you can see it. There's 2 tiny little screws, very tiny little screws right there, which are the screws for the dial, which, oh my God, they're real tiny, little tiny things. I know they're scary to just deal with, but we'll go ahead and put this stuff aside. We don't need that right now. We are going to need those tiny screws in a minute. For right now, let me just set this over here. I don't want those screws to go flying. All right. So the way I saw the guy, this is the strap we're going to use. We're going to be using this beautiful leather strap that I have here. This is a Binlam strap, right? Genuine leather, 20 millimeters, very nice. With the butterfly strap, how I like it. This strap is already sized to my size. It's not new. I've had it before, and this strap will be part of this build. This how I'm gonna wear it, guys. This very well could replace the. I'll probably be wearing this. I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. This and the Classico, which is my favorite watch. But the Classico's got some upgrades coming, which I'll make a video about that. But this is the strap for it. We'll set it up here. All right, so the video that I saw, let's put this inside this movement holder, just to get out of the way. This movement holder does have the 82 series on this side. So let's set this over to the side right here. All right, so the video I saw, so basically this little shim right here has 2 little divots there, 1 there, and 1 there. So I guess for different dials. For this dial, if I remember correctly, it's going to go like this. And it's basically going to be, this inside one. So I'm going to put it over here first. Let me actually grab it on this side first. It's going to be this inner. So see right there, it's not right. See how it's too far over? It's got to go in that next little divot. I got it on the right foot on one side, but that other side is not in the right spot. So let's get it off. I have a new tweezers, guys. The other tweezers that I had, believe it or not, it's been real high. And I built number 9. I did it in my house. In the process of moving, I believe I threw them away with some stuff that came in the mail. So I had these shipped out right away. A company called Towa. I mean, they look real nice. They feel real nice too. They feel the same as the other ones. So the others were made out of aluminum. These are stainless steel, but it's all good. All right, so all we're gonna try to do right now is try to get this to land in the right slot, which is the second slot right here is where we want it, and then this one right here, and that's where we want it. So if you look at it now, you see that it's nice and centered. So that's where we want it. And like I said, this is just a spacer to keep it off the date wheel. So it goes like this, guys. I don't know if some guys would put it on the movement first. This is how I saw it done. It made sense to me. Boom, and then everything else just lines right up. Let's go ahead and put it onto the dial. It should go right on the dial, and it snaps on there, so you don't. It's pretty sturdy. It'll hold on there. Then I saw that he put this on first, and then he put the screws in. So you see, there it is. It's on. So now it's on the movement. You can see the date lines are perfect. Like I said, this is a Miyota dial. And now comes this part with these tiny, tiny, tiny little screws, which have me worried. I'm actually worried about these tiny screws, man. I'm gonna tell you that I'm actually worried, man. Like, they're so tiny. But we're gonna try to get it, We're gonna try to get it. We're gonna try to let me get my loop put on and everything. And so the first one goes. Where do they even go? Maybe I should have looked at that before I even. Where do they screw into? Huh. I don't even know where they screw into. What the hell? I don't even know where the screws screw into, man. I should have looked at that. Oh, I see. I see where they go. They go right in there. That makes sense. All right, let's go. Let's try to get this tiny little screw. All right, this one's pretty much in there. All right, that's pretty much in there. I'm gonna use this very small. Let me use the red size. I'm gonna use the red one. Might be too big. No, no, it's fine. I don't really mess with screws a lot, so I'm gonna struggle with this. I know I am. All right, I got this one started. I've been very nervous about this, guys. I don't really mess with screws a lot. You know the routine with me. I usually get the dial on there, and once the dial is on there, boom, we throw on some music. But today is my first Miyota movement, so I want to actually record this. Oh, I see. So what it does, so the screw goes in there and basically locks in the feet. It's a little bit different than N35. It's actually a pretty secure system, but it's just more work. Obviously N35 just snaps into a friction. But we got it in there, man. That's like a woof feeling for me, man. Now this feet looks like I'm gonna have to move it. It looks like it's blocking the hole. So I'm gonna have to move that little feet over. That feet looks like it's literally blocking the hole. Let's see if we can get the screw to go around. God, it's just so small. I'm already blind as it is, fellas. Like, I'm blind as hell. Like, when it comes, it's funny because from far, man, I got 20/20 vision from far. But from close, forget about it. Forget about it. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you what. If we lose one, don't. I'll be quick to. I'm quick to grab the dial dots. I ain't afraid to use the dial dots. If I cannot get this little bastard in there, I'll grab the dial dots. I need to grab it like this. There we go. I think this is the way we gotta go in on it. Yeah, that dial feet is in the way. It's definitely in the way, man. Let's see if I can grab it with the screwdriver and try to work it in there. Yeah, that dial feet. It's definitely in the way. I need to try to move that out of the way. I gotta get that out of the way. Yeah, that dial feet is not gonna let. It is absolutely not gonna let that screw in there. It is not gonna let the screw in there. I mean, it probably will. I just haven't been able to get the screw in there. They're just so tiny. I'm worried it's just gonna go flying. If this thing goes flying, I am not gonna waste my time looking for it. I literally am not even gonna waste my time. Guys, so bear with me today. Today's video might be, it's a first time doing a Miyota, so today's video might go a little longer. Guys, bear with me, guys. We're just trying
Trying to get this little screw guy. I see these guys put these screws and they're able to just drive him right in there. Like, dude, holy crap. Okay, I think I got it, guys. I think I got it. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. I spoke too soon. Oh, brother. Oh, Hannah, I'm doing a video, baby. This is my daughter, baby, looking for the cat. That's my baby, guys, looking for their cat. Looking for the terrible cat, she says. Where is that terrible cat? That's so funny. Let me use my fingers to like try to like. If you're having trouble, guys, I'll pause the video and I'll come back once I got it. Once I got it in there, because I'm gonna get it in there. It's just it's just tough. It's really tough. Yes, Hannah. Do you know where mommy went? For a walk, baby. Baby, I'm doing a video, baby. So please go wait inside. Just go into the room. Sorry about that, guys. I have a little one. That's my princess. That's my boss. That's my second boss. I have two bosses here now, guys. Just so you know, I do got it. I got it in there. Yay, yay! We got it in there, guys. Now it's all a matter of tying it down. Oh gosh, you guys are just probably seeing my hair. I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta get up in there. I gotta see this thing. So let me just tie the screw down, get it in there, so we can get going. I don't want the screw coming loose and going into the movement. That would be a bad thing. Let's make sure the screw's in there nice and tight. I think I might need a smaller screwdriver. Or maybe not. Yeah, I might need a smaller screwdriver. Let me try a smaller size. That's bigger. I still don't know my size of screwdrivers. That's way bigger. That's real small. That's bigger. And this looks smaller. This is probably the size. No, hell no. This is bigger. This is actually bigger. Let me stick to the one I had. Is it the black one? Might be the black one. Yeah, the black one seems to be a better fit for it. There we go. There we go. When you use the right tool, you notice how it just works and everything just works smoothly when you use the right tool. So, all right, woo! There it is, guys. Let's move this to the side. We didn't lose any screws, guys. That's a miracle. I'm gonna tell you right now because listen, man. Wow, that was tiny. I don't really get to use my screwdrivers a lot, with the NH35s, everything is pretty much friction. And I see a lot of guys out there, they use their red screwdriver a lot for everything, like to move seals and stuff. I use my tweezers a lot. I barely use my screwdrivers, but today we had to use them. But there it is, guys. We got our dowel on there with the spacer where it goes. So, guys, if you guys are gonna do a Miyota movement, 8215, it's gonna come with that little dowel spacer. That's where it goes. It goes between the dowel and the movement. And the way that I did it, putting it onto the dowel, I think it's just a way easier way. It makes a lot of sense. Now, if you're using an NH35 case, then you would need, since we're already talking about this, then you would need. I have a box right here that's Miyota 82 series for NH35 boxes. I have a little bag here of some spacers, so this is what it would look like. So if you're using an NH35 case with a Miyota 8215 movement, you will have to get a spacer that looks like this, basically. Get them on AliExpress. Like you'll get like 6 of them for like $4, $5. I got 5 of them. It looks like this, nice little plastic ring. This will just go right over. You won't need to use that metal spacer if you're using this. If you're using this, you can disregard that metal ring and just place this on top of the movement. And then you'll have to use actually, you don't need to use dowel feet. The feet will go in there. You still have to use the screws and everything, but it's recommended to put some dowel dots on there as well. But it'll sit right on top, and the dowel go right over it. So this is what you would need if you're going to use the NH35 case. I'm showing you guys because there's not a lot of videos, guys, that don't want to share that. I don't know why. I've seen guys use it, and I actually had to freeze the frame to see how it goes on there. I tried it on there before I earlier today to make sure it works, and it does. It works perfect. It fits perfect. So that's what you would need if you're using an NH35 case. But in our case, this is a Miyota case. So now it's just a matter of putting the hands on, throwing it in the case, and we're pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys for being patient, guys. Those little screws got me. All right, guys. So now comes the part. Oh, gosh. The part, you already know, guys, the part that I dread with your hands. Now, I didn't have no issues with bill number 9. Oh, my God. I had no issues with bill number 9. But if you guys been watching my videos, then you know that I had issues with build number 12, Seahorse, which is the little Submariner for my wife. That video has already been out. This is build number 13 called D2 Daily, Darkel 2, the Daily. Build number 12 is on standby. I had to order some new feet, some new hands. The hands that came with that, I think the hands were super cheap. They're very curvy. I just don't like those style of hands. So I ordered 3 sets of hands. So to make sure that we get it done, because then I went and I did build number 9 the same day. I went back and did it, and those hands went on there immediately. So, and then when I was trying to do an NH 515 earlier, it was it's hands are hit and miss, man. I'm gonna have to start buying hands. I'm gonna have to find a better store to buy hands from. Buying it from AliExpress is hit and miss, but I love this. I love the way I love this. This Miyota case is nice. So yeah, there it goes. So let's go ahead and get the hands put on here. I do have my hand press right here. We are going to attempt to use a hand press. This came with my hand press. That's another thing. For the build number 12, I didn't have the right tools. I did order it. I ordered already the holder for NH05s. I'm gonna start doing a lot of NH05 builds because I'm gonna start doing lady watches. Gonna get into that. So I did order this already. It was about I think there was one for $17. I found it for like $9 and some change on AliExpress. I did order it. When that gets in, it'll be coming in with the hands, and we'll finish up build number 12. But for right now, this one should be for the 82 series. So let's see here. I tested it earlier and it fit perfect. So let's see here. Yep. Fits like a glove in there. So we're going to go ahead and just wind it up one more time and catch that 12 o'clock one more time. I'm not going to set it in time today because I don't want to move the date because it's already late over here. It's after 9. You guys know between 9 and I think it's like 9 and 3 in the morning. Shouldn't mess with that. All right, boom. There we go. It's 12 o'clock right now. All right, guys. So you already know the routine. We're going to throw on some music as I throw these hands on there. I really hope I don't have no issues with these hands. Man, I've been having issues with hands, guys. I have been having issues with hands. Don't tell me it's stuck up there. I mean, I painted this hand. Is it stuck? Is it stuck? It was somewhat stuck, but it's all good. It's loose now. So I did paint these hands, guys. I painted them myself, red, with a little Q-tip. And they were a little bit stuck on the case. You could see a little bit of paint residue on there, but it's all right. All right, man. Let's hope that hopefully today the watch gods are with me and they're in my favor. And these hands decide to go on there with no problems. Let's move them off to the side. Let's get the minute one off there as well. All right, we're going to throw some music on, guys. Enjoy the music as I get these hands put on there, and I'll get the build finished up, and then we'll talk about it at the end of it. Here we go. Try to put the hands on D2 Daily, Darkel 2 Daily. All right, let's get this done. right, guys. Wow. First time dealing with a Miyota movement. I can tell you guys right now that I did cut the stem a little bit too short. So I'm able to change the date, set the time, but I am not able to self-wind it. And I'm gonna see if these. Oh, it looks like I can actually use these stems. Let me see. Look at it with this loop. No, we cannot. Like NH35s, you cannot use stems from Miyota, the 8215s. Something that I will have to be ordering from AliExpress. But like I said, as long as you give it a good shake and you keep wearing that watch, that thing's gonna keep working. We're gonna see how good it holds time. Just so you guys can compare. Here's the Darkel, which is, y'all know, one of my favorite watches, 43 millimeter deep sea case, with the helium release valve. 43 millimeters, got this beautiful bracelet I love. And then this is a 40 millimeter case, same exact bezel insert. Obviously, this has a Sea Dweller dive. I did end up putting a Sea Dweller dive in there because what the hell. But got the nice, I love the way this looks. So I'm not gonna lie, the Trident hand is nice in here. But I do like the way what I did here, where the bottom is just that piece of silver with the little round in the center, separating the red. I think that looks beautiful. I think this is a beautiful build. Let's go ahead and complete the build, guys. Let's go ahead and get this strap on there. You already know we're not gonna have Vicious today. These are straps that that I love. These are the quick on straps, man. These are the ones. These are my kind of straps. So let's go ahead and get this on there. For a second there, I thought I messed up. I saw it stop ticking. It's just I never winded it before I started. And I'm like, what's going on there? And I started shaking it. You guys see that? You probably know I'm shaking it. And then I see it started working. I'm like, oh crap. And then I realized, damn, I can't wind it. But it's not a perfect world. It was my first Miyota build. And I cut the stem a little too short. I know now I have a whole bunch of NH35 stems out of spares. I never ordered none for the thing, but I'll wear it like this. It's gonna keep time. It's working well right now. I'm gonna be wearing this. I'm gonna be wearing the hell out of this watch for the next week or two, or even 3 until I get some stems to come in. When I get some stems to come in, I'll recut the stem and put it the right size and get it done correctly. And that's what it is, fellas. But yeah, man, loving the watch. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's throw it on hand. Y'all already know how we do. Let's get my Romila braces out of the way. Let's throw this on hand. All right, and like I said, this is already sized to my size, so it should go right on there. Check it out, guys. Wow. Oh my God, yes, sir. It is smaller. That's the one thing. This is a 43 millimeter case. And I want to wear this every day. I wear it a lot, but it is heavy. It is a heavy watch, but I'm a big guy, so I rock it well. I rock it well with my size, but I gotta say, it's not a watch that to do certain things. It is a big watch. It's a big watch. This is a good watch to wear, like to go out to a barbecue or something like that. Hey, look at my the Darkel. But I'm gonna tell you guys, the Darkel is in danger of getting replaced by the Darkel 2. Daily. I named this watch D2 Daily, Darkel 2 Daily, 40 millimeter case, same bezel insert. Love the action on it. Love the way it's looking with these straps. I didn't have a home for these straps. These straps were always going from here to there. This watch is gonna rock with leather straps. I got my Classico, so the watches that I'll be taking with me on the road every week will be the Classico and the D2 Daily. The Classico, if I know I'm gonna be getting wet, if it's raining or something like that day, or I know I'm going to be doing some activity where I'm gonna get wet, I'll wear my Darkel Classico, which has, let me take these finger killers off, man. These finger killers, y'all know I call them finger killers. Guys, I'm gonna have to go with the white or the blue ones, because I found those in bigger size. I cannot find the black ones in bigger size. Guys, if you guys see the black ones in bigger size, if you watch my video and you know where I can get these in a bigger size, please let me know, man, on the email. Guys, here it is, man. The D2 Daily, Darkel 2 Daily. This is gonna be my new everyday watch. I already know it. I would love to get some aluminum, some I would love to get some moisture braces on this, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it just like this. I have a Classico for that. Classico is a 40mm case. Obviously, it doesn't have this beautiful bezel insert. This is the Darkel style. This is my signature. My watches, my personal watches. This is my favorite dial right here. Out of all the dials, it's this black ceramic bezel insert with the red triangle. There's a watch coming soon that's going to be called El Capitan, which means the captain, which is going to have the same exact bezel insert, but it's going to be a GMT. So it's not going to be like the diver style, it'll be GMT. I'm going to be ordering the case from Do It Yourself Watch Club. They have a good bi-directional case. The problem I'm having is that I can't find a good bi-directional case. Man, I ordered one the other day from AliExpress. I had to return. It was just horrible. And the one that went on Gotham wasn't all that either. It was very gritty. So I've been watching videos on Do It Yourself and Watch Club, and they have one that sounds pretty decent. You know, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty pricey, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna order it, guys. In the future, when I start selling watches and stuff like that, I'm gonna be using premium quality stuff. Like I'll be getting cases from the Namoki, or you know, places like, you know, Do It Yourself. You know, they got custom, you know, frames there. The watches that I'll sell they're not gonna be cheap watches. They're gonna be worth the money. But there it is, guys. We got the Darkel Daily right here, the D2 Daily. Beautiful watch on hand. I mean, look at this. So now I got two of the same. I got a deep sea dweller. If I'm gonna go fishing or something like that, you know, I'll throw. You know what? I'm actually gonna probably throw the. I have the oyster braces for this. I took them off of the big blue sea monster because I did order some like oyster flex style for in blue. But if I know I'm going fishing or something, I'll go ahead and throw oyster braces on this. But this is the watch that I like to wear. I'll wear this if I'm going to like a sports game or something like that, you know. But this for a workhorse for every day, oh yeah, absolutely. The D2 Daily, guys, and the Darkel one right here, the Darkel, the original, and the D2 Daily, the two. Guys, that's what it is. Guys, any watches you see, guys, on my channel, you already know the routine. Guys, the email is going to be listed down low. darkel.lux26@gmail.com. Guys, any questions you want to ask me about where I got the parts, just email me, reach out to me at darkel.lux26@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to give you guys information. If you're making your own builds and you want to ask me questions of tools that I'm using or a way that I'm doing certain things, just hit me up. Or if you guys want to have a build done, you want to buy you want to build them, but you don't want to spend money on tools, you don't want to do it yourself, hit me up, darkel.lux26@gmail.com, and I'll get it built for you, make a video for it and everything. Anything that I build for you is going to have warranty. You already know how it is. I'm not going to cut corners with a build of a person. Or if you want to just mod your watch, hit me up, darkel.lux26@gmail.com. That's what it is, guys. Guys, stay tuned. Look for build number 12. When I get those hands for NHL5, we're going to finish off the Seahorse, which is a beautiful little baby diver, which is for my wife. I got El Capitan coming. I have my Steel Dive Starbuck case and, my Steel Dive watch, which is the Starbuck version. It has an oyster bracelet from Steel Dive, case from Steel Dive with the Starbuck bezel. Beautiful, beautiful, good quality case. We're going to be putting probably a Miota in there, or maybe even a 515 Ronda in there. I'm not sure. We're going to see. But got builds coming, guys. Guys, you already know. Guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. Guys, if you like my videos, thumbs up. You know, if you don't, thumbs down. It's all good. It's all love. Don't forget to subscribe. Share my videos, guys. Help me grow. You know, I'm building up these inventory. You know what I'm saying? I've only sold 2 of the watches I've built. All these watches, I've only sold 2 watches, really. And, help my channel grow. Once my inventory gets built up, I'm going to start that raffle. And again, guys, I'm working on a website right now. And once I get my website going, I am going to be posting the Darkel line on there, which is probably going to be, it's in CEO, it's going to be El Capitan, which is going to be a GMT watch. You're going to have the El Clásico, which is a Submariner. I'm going to definitely have the D2 and the Darkel and the D2 on there. I think I'm probably going to have the dark, I'm going to have my main watches are going to be on there. The gray's a beautiful watch. I'll show you guys. If you guys look on the video, you can see I'm going to do a shorts on the gray. I did some upgrades on the gray. I changed the bezel insert and I put some nice gray straps on there. But that's what it is, guys. Guys, I want to thank you for watching my videos, guys. Thank you for watching the channel. Here it is, the D2 Daily to replace the Darkel to make it more easier for me to wear every day with a beautiful leather strap. Guys, there it is. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for being patient today. Today was a new build with this Miota. And guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Y'all already know how we do. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.